बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम रब्बी इश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली रब्बी यस्सिर वला तुअस्सिर व तम्मिम बिल खैर सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम। अस्सलाम वालेकुम स्टूडेंट, we are going to start our new topic, that is momentum. Beta, first of all, what is momentum? Basically, momentum is a quantity expressing the motion of a body or a system equal to the product of the mass and the body its velocity, and for a system equal to the vector sum of the product of the mass and the velocity of each particle in system. Here we have representation for the momentum. Momentum is equal to mass into velocity. Its SI unit is mass in kg and velocity is meter per second, so we can write as kilogram meter per second. Then beta, momentum of a ball depend upon its mass and velocity. As we know that momentum is equal to mass into velocity, so it basically depend upon mass and velocity. Ball B has a more momentum than ball A. As we seen that a ball having 1 kg mass, but with the velocity moving with the velocity of 1 meter per second, but ball B having 1 kg mass moving with the 3 meter per second velocity. When both balls strike with each other, so each ball's momentum converted into the other's ball momentum, means they are conserved with each other. Here we have the formula for momentum. P is equal to mv. P is representation for the momentum, mass and the velocity. Here beta, momentum and velocity both are the vector quantity because both require directions. What are the vector quantities? Vector quantities basically the quantities which require direction and magnitude as well. Here we have a picture of two cars. One car is moving with velocity v1 16 meter per second and other is v2 moving with the velocity of 21 meter per second. Mass of one is m1 and other is m2. Both cars are collide with each other. So after colliding, the change in velocity that occurs, that is due to their momentum, because they are both body having a different masses. Next one is beta, that is law of conservation of momentum. What is the law of conservation of momentum? The law of conservation of momentum states when the system of interacting object is not influenced by the outside force like friction, the total momentum of the system cannot change. Mean if we do not apply any external force on that system, the system remain in the total momentum of a body remain unchanged, means it totally conserve before and after the collision. Here we have an example of a person who is throwing a stones from the skateboard. Stone is moving in the forward direction, but in the result the person is moving in the backward direction. That is forward is positive and backward is in the negative. The forward value is in positive momentum and the negative value is negative momentum. That is the mathematical representation for the law of conservation of momentum. The total momentum of an isolated system of before collision is always equal to the total momentum after collision. Mathematical representation considering of the two body having mass m1 and m2, initially they are moving with the velocity u1 and u2. When they are collide with each other, their velocity changes from u1 to v1 and u2 to v2. Similarly, we have a total momentum before collision, that is m1 u1 plus m2 u2. When their velocity change after collision, we having the momentum after collision is m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Look at that beta, m1 having for the body A having smaller mass and m2 for the body B having the greater mass. That is the complete mathematical representation for law of conservation of momentum. m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Look at that beta, before collision collides and after collision. We have a two body, one is m1 10 kg, m2 8 kg. When they collide, m1 10 kg and m2 8 kg. First of all, their velocity m1 for mass 1 is velocity 20 meter per second, for m2 velocity is 5 meter per second. When they collide, m1 becomes 10 meter per second, but we have to find what will be the velocity of m2. By using the above equation, we can find the velocity of that object. But that is all about from your topic momentum. Good luck.